You are listening to Quality Time, a podcast designed to support Nebraskan providers through their journey with Step Up to Quality. I am your host, Colleen Schmidt. Get ready to listen as we prepare to elevate each other as we step up to quality. Well, listeners, today we have a very exciting episode. Today, I want to introduce you to Laura Cady. Laura is a passionate early childhood professional and a real smart lady. She's also my friend. Not to mention, Laura and her experiences are super cool. And I am thrilled to announce that Laura will be the new Quality Time podcast host starting in season 4. Yeah. Welcome, Laura. Can you share a little bit about your story and introduce yourself to our listeners?
Sure. Well, it depends on how much time you have, Colleen. Where should we begin?
Where do we start?
I love sharing. So I would say that I have been working professionally in the early childhood space for well over 15, probably more like 20 years, but I am the youngest of 5 and became an aunt at 8 years old. And so that has really influenced my professional path. I am really passionate about early literacy, dual language support, and family engagement, as well as fostering collaboration, working with families, adaptability, and international-mindedness. Okay, so I'll get into that a little later, but I really believe that diverse perspectives and strong partnerships are extremely essential for supporting children's families and educators. I've kind of been all over the place, so I've held various roles over the years in education. I started out as a paraprofessional at a Title I urban school in Omaha. Working there really confirmed that I wanted to be a teacher. So after that, I went to Creighton and I got my elementary master's degree. And I've also been an early literacy specialist, an international and dual language teacher. So I've always worked in bilingual settings. I would say Spanish and teaching are 2 of my greatest passions. I focused most of my career on supporting multilingual learners. I would say actually probably all of my career, not necessarily on purpose, but that has just really become my life's work, I would say. So I've spent time creating culturally responsive educational resources. Most recently, I've had this amazing experience to work with local communities across Nebraska to author children's books that celebrate the unique voices and cultures of Nebraska families. So the idea is to promote a love for reading from birth, but also expand access to culturally relevant literacy materials. Let's see, I'm a proud Omaha native. I have left quite a few times and something always brings me back. Nebraska is a very special place. So I have some international educational experience. I was able to study abroad in Spain for a year. I was a volunteer English teacher in Costa Rica for 1 year. I actually, with OPS, I was sent to Mexico to have language classes as well for a month. And then I taught in Colombia, in Bogota, Colombia for 4 years. They say in Spanish, el único peligro es que te quedes. So that means the only danger of going to Colombia is that you'll want to stay. And that was true for me. So I was there from 2017 to 2021. It's really opened my eyes to the importance of having a global perspective and reinforced my commitment to international mindedness. So that's a little bit about me.
That's a lot bit about you. You've done all the things. And now we're adding podcast hosts to your little hats. Yeah, I love it. I really like how you said that working with multilingual learners has become your life's work. I think that's amazing. And it makes me so excited, Laura, to have your yes. Tell everyone.
I was going to say, I think part of that is being a language learner. It's really opened up my eyes to the difficulty of learning another language. And I myself went through all those stages of, feeling like I'm a 3-year-old in Spanish, feeling like I'm a 6-year-old, truly it requires a lot of patience and a lot of empathy. You really have to put yourself out there. It's vulnerable to learn another language. And so, of course, I think about my students, I think about their families, it is not an easy task. And so as much as we can be supportive to all of our babies and and their families and everyone, anyone really, just I think it's a really important work.
Yes. And I'm also so excited for you to share, not only are you bilingual and your life's work is supporting multilingual children and families, but you are also an early childhood gal. So tell everyone what you're up to now. What's your most current hat that you're wearing?
So currently, I am an early childhood specialist at the Buffett Early Childhood Institute. I have also, I kind of was rushing through it, but I also, over the last year, have spent quite a bit of time writing books with families that I said culturally representative, culturally responsive, but really thinking about foundational literacy and thinking about how do we better engage our families and make sure that we are not only providing access to books, but also thinking about how do we create a joy for reading starting from birth, and what topics are our families interested in? How do we better share about our families' cultures and things like that? So we were able to, one of my favorite books was writing a book with a mom about, she was a pre-K mom at Educare in Omaha, and she wanted to write a book about making pupusas. She said, Laura, I'm the best at making pupusas and I'm passionate about it. So we wrote a book, and it's really important because, she's from El Salvador, but families from many different countries can connect with that and see themselves in that. So, I'm in the early, it wasn't my plan, but of course, our plans are, this is where I've ended up, and it's been a really wonderful experience, and everything has led to the next step. And so, I'm at Buffett Early Childhood Institute now, and really excited to continue the work, and now to take over for the master, Colleen. You're amazing, and it will be a hard shoes to fill, but I'm very excited to.
My shoes are ready for you, and they're all worn in, and they're your same size, and they're just your color. So you're in the right spot. And do you see what I mean, listeners? Like everything Laura just said, I told you, Laura is cool. I couldn't think of anyone better to host our podcast. And honestly, Laura, I cannot wait to see where this goes. I really can't. And I will be following along and cheering from the stands and listening and learning and growing just along with everyone else. So thank you, Laura. Thank you for your yes. And thank you for all that you have done and currently do. And then also, I want to say a big thank you to our listeners. Listeners, thank you. Thank you for having patience with me and sticking with me. If you've been around since season 1, you joined me on this journey. This experience has been so amazing. I stepped way out of my comfort zone with hosting this podcast. And the best thing I'm taking away is knowing that I grew and learned right along with all of you. So thank you to all of our guests who have joined the last 3 years. And thank you to the Step Up to Quality leadership team who has supported this project. And then thank you especially to our dedicated workforce who has continued to tune in and grow. So yay, Laura. Our story continues. On we go, passing the torch. I can't wait. And thank you, everyone, for spending quality time with us. Please join us again as we chat about future topics to support our Nebraskan providers on their journey with Step Up to Quality.
Until next time, bye-bye.